Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to 30 Teens, 30 Dreams, Destination University. I'm your host, Dr. Cynthia Colon, founder of Dream College Academy and College Essay Bootcamp. If you are a college-bound teen or a champion of one, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And if you've been following, you know that we are doing a special series the entire month of April. Each day, we've been interviewing a different student who is a high school senior who has been admitted to several colleges and has to choose where they're headed to become a member of the class of 2025. So today is no different, and today you're going to meet Hunter. This Eagle Scout hails from Southern California, and you're going to love to hear about what he wrote about in his essays. They're going to sound like weird topics, but I'm telling you, I still remember the essay about the soursop plant, even today. So Hunter has been admitted to a number of choices up and down the California and also across the country, and he's determined to find the right place for him for pre-med biological sciences. So there you go. You're going to help me cheer him on today. But for those of you who are watching as parents, please, if you do nothing else today, join us on our Facebook group, Destination YOUniversity, where all parents of college-bound teens, no matter their age, you will get the insider scoop from me. So without further ado, let's meet Hunter. Hunter, can you hear me? And are you ready to go?
Hello. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, awesome. Excellent. All right, Hunter, well, you know the drill. I have 5 questions for you, the same 5 I ask every day. And the first question is to share with our viewers and listeners sort of a sample. Where did you apply to, what kinds of colleges did you apply to across the country? And how did you come up with that list of schools?
So the majority of the colleges that I applied to were, in-state. And I guess what I was thinking about was that I wasn't really worried too much about like going away like too far. And I was mostly just looking at like the qualities that they offer, since like, of course, like name is important, but I also looked at like the courses that they offered, the extracurricular activities, internships, research opportunities. And so I picked a few out of state, but right now I'm focusing on in-state, like the UCs and stuff.
Okay, excellent. And then for those who are who live in California and are watching, I'd love for you to just name a few of the schools that you applied to that are out of state that maybe are just new names for people.
Yeah, so I applied and got accepted to Reed College, Brandeis University, and Montana State University, and they're all great in their own right. But and I really definitely recommend looking more into them.
Yeah, yeah. Excellent. Now, you earned a little bit of scholarship dollars as well. And I always like to ask to share, especially for the parents, were those outside scholarships or were those internal to the colleges, but based on merit? Did you have to apply to, extra essays or interview for them? How did you earn those dollars?
So at least like right now, I still had a few scholarships that were pending, but all the scholarships right now that I have were offered from the colleges that I got accepted to. And they were all, or I earned all of them because of like the grades that I had and the activities that I showed on them. And like pretty much they were all offered when I would like receive the their decision.
Excellent. So there was nothing extra to do. So parents love to hear that. So that's great. Okay, great. So question number 2 is, looking back on your high school years and gearing up for this admissions process, what did you do right? What kind of good advice could you share with our youngsters?
So I think the best thing that I did, like this past year of college searching, was actually like researching and kind of finding colleges that I wanted to live at. Since like of course the main purpose of college is to get an education, but I was also looking at like what else can you do there? Like, how is it like living there for 4 years? Since definitely like the classes are important, but I also wanted to pick like other opportunities. Like even though I'm majoring in biological sciences, I was also interested in double majoring and minoring. So I picked the colleges that had courses that I was also interested in, like that I wanted to take on the side, like for fun and for like reinforcement of biology. So I think I did pretty well at picking colleges that I really wanted to live at, and I think I did so well that I'm really torn between like my top 3 choices. So it was kind of difficult picking my final choice, but I'm really happy with what I've done right now.
Okay, so it sounds like you really did your homework. And I want to emphasize this because that is something I'm not sure, maybe one or two other people have talked about this, but um, if you're just tuning in, Hunter just talked about really doing the research on not just about the courses and the major, does the school have biological sciences? Most every college has that. But I love what you said, Hunter, that you were looking at what's it like to live there for 4 years. This is part of your life. Like 4 years, well, is a long time. It's not forever, but it's 4 years. So really he looked at other extracurriculars, internships, other things about the institution other than just the major. And key thing that he just said there was he was thinking about either minoring or double majoring. And you want to find colleges that not only have the major you want, the primary major you want, but also have a major or a program for something that you want to double major or minor in. So, that was really good advice. Thank you, Hunter. Okay, question number 3 is, what is your coolness factor? It's different for everybody. And so if you look at yourself now, what was your coolness factor? And share with everyone what that means.
So I think my coolness factor was like I think my passion for gardening and like taking care of plants. Since over the course of this like past my past high school career, I've raised a range of plants, including like tomatoes, one-time cotton, fruits, grapes, flowers, and even like little loquat trees. But out of all of them, my favorite has definitely been the soursop plant, since it was originally like my grandmother actually like first grew the seeds, and what I did was that I took care of it and basically like raised it over this past year, and right now it's actually becoming a little sapling, and I just really like this because it's because I always had an interest in environmental science, and I'm interested in taking it as a side minor or major, and I was able to actually connect it with my Eagle Scout project by in Bartlett Park, which was actually some close to where my grandmother lives. Is that I made 2 Leopold benches and 2 butterfly hotels nearby, so that not only did it help the local community like rest and find places to bird watch and look at the local scenery, but it also helped raise the biodiversity and introduce new life into the park, which of course helped the ecosystem.
Okay, that is totally a definition of a coolness factor. So if you picked up all of that, hopefully you're taking notes on this. So Hunter took something that he loved to do, which is gardening and plants. And I think you said you learned this also from your grandmother and the soursop plant. So, it didn't happen overnight, but he sort of, did little by little and became really good at it. And then he incorporated it into his Eagle Scout project, which, by the way, is also a secondary coolness factor. If you're an Eagle Scout or a Girl Scout Gold Award, those kinds of things, student body president, those are all major leadership honors and can be seen as coolness factor in and of itself. So I love that you bridged all of these passions together and how they also are evidence of your decision to major in biological sciences. It's all connected. And really what I remember about your total application was there was a good theme there that I could clearly see this is the kind of student you are. And so it all connected for the reader. So good for you. That's excellent. Thank you so much for sharing. So question number 4 is, do you have any regrets? Is there any regret that looking back, if you could do it all over again, you would do something just a little bit different? So what can you teach the youngsters listening?
I think this was a little bit kind of worsened by the pandemic, but I think my personal like advice is to at least if it's possible to try to actually visit the colleges nearby. Like if you're just like within a couple of hours nearby, I definitely recommend driving and visiting. But if it's like across the country, then I don't recommend spending all that time and money, because for me I live nearby a lot of the UCs, so I was able to visit all of them in spring break. But the problem was that I wasn't able to visit them during like the hustle and bustle of a typical school day. So even though it was definitely an enjoyable experience and was very helpful, I still wanted to see like what it was like for a typical day. And if I was able to visit like when I was first making my list, I think it would definitely kind of help like strengthened and made my list more accurate, since actually the school that I'm ultimately deciding on, I wasn't even considering it until I actually visit the campus. So it's definitely, I think, an important idea. So, and I definitely recommend it.
Yes, I love what you just said, that, you know, the COVID obviously put a damper on a lot of people's plans to visit, but it's also a good, just to plant the seed of even a family that's a freshman or sophomore, or even earlier. It's never too early to visit a campus. If, you know, if you're going this summer on a family vacation somewhere, look around, see what kind of colleges are around there, and just stop. It's just fun to sort of see and get a feel for the different types of colleges. Hunter said that he lives near a good radius of different UCs, but wherever you think about a liberal arts college, a smaller college, a medium-sized college, a large flagship institution, to try to visit lots of different types of colleges. That's really good advice. Okay, so the moment of truth is here, is upon us. But before you say exactly which one you're deciding on, tell us. I think you said you narrowed it down to 2 or 3. So what did you narrow it down to? And then share what the one is. And then after that, I'll ask you why you came to that decision. So what did you narrow it down to?
So I think I ultimately narrowed it down to kind of like the courses and opportunities that they offered. And so I was able to narrow it down to UC Santa Barbara, Cal Poly SLO, and UC Davis, since they all offer in their own right these special opportunities. And it was definitely challenging, but I think ultimately I picked UC Davis just because it has so many opportunities and classes and courses that I think are just out of this world.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I wasn't completely sure, and I think Cal Poly is green. I kind of was ready for green. I was ready for red and blue and yellow. So I'm going to say congratulations, UC Davis. So all right, so you just said a little earlier, I picked up on this. I don't know if you viewers and listeners, if you picked up on it. You said you didn't really have it narrowed down to that until you went to visit. So what was it about Davis that you saw that you were like, yeah, I can see myself here?
So when I was applying to the UCs, like they had this checklist of like all the UCs you have to apply to, and I clicked Davis as more of like I guess kind of like just why not. But when I actually visited the school, it had a bunch of stuff that I never even realized. Like it had an entire environmental science college or like building. It had like it was part of the graduate program, but they had like a vet science program, a horse center, and like its own like little dairy farm. And so even though it's like it covers a bunch of subjects, it has like all the natural sciences programs that I was interested in. And the campus was also very friendly, since like when I was exploring, the art center offered me a tour, the local like was it the pantry or the like the dining hall, they offered me a tour. And even then, like when we were finding parking, someone actually showed us where to find parking spots. So and I also heard how friendly it is, but like actually experiencing it was completely new to me.
Okay, I have to say, there are 2 of you all in all of the camps last year that when your dad told me it was UC Davis and some of the other schools, I was thinking, for what you love to do, I kind of thought to myself that would be a good fit for you. That was just my personal opinion. So, and again, I think it comes back to all the things you wrote about, all the things you care about, seem to be a good fit for UC Davis. But I love hearing what you're saying about how friendly it was and how just it felt like home to you. So tomorrow's guest, she's a Girl Scout Gold Award and also has been admitted to UC Davis, and she has interest in pre-vet. So I don't know what she's decided, but she's another one I think would be a good fit. So who knows, we might have a back-to-back UC Davis, I don't know. So that is pretty fantastic. So I think you have your family standing by. I'd love to have, if they want to come on in and offer you some congratulations, tell them to join us.
Hey.
Yay! Oh, you guys came prepared. I love this. Hi. Okay, let's see. Oh, Mom, what you've got? Oh, these ears. What are those? Oh, oh my God. That is super cute. Well, Dad, what would you like to say to your son?
He's really taken every opportunity to evaluate his choices, and he didn't make a rash decision. He's not concerned necessarily with the college's ranking as he is in their program, his feeling being on campus, and the ability to learn from other classes, even if they're not his major, but he could choose them as his other extracurricular activities, animal science, plant science, environmental science. And he's doing a great job. I'm proud of him. He's a good decision maker.
Yes. Mom, you're like behind those balloons. Do you want to add anything?
No, because I'm going to have to adjust to him going away. They keep thinking farther and farther. They're like, fast.
See, I went, UC San Diego is 90 miles.
Yeah.
Pepperdine's 46 miles. Santa Barbara's 125. Davis is a 450. Cal Poly Slow is in between that.
I knew between Slow and Davis, they have all he wants there.
Mom, at least he didn't pick Brandeis, I guess, right? Like, so I guess that would have been farther.
Yeah,
Well,
they went in the books.
Hunter, is there anything you would like to say to your mama and your papa?
Well, I just want to say thanks for supporting me since it's been over a year since I first started looking for colleges, and it's definitely been an experience since I never really knew where I would end up, but I'm really happy that where I'm at right now.
It's your first of many schools. You will have a graduate degree as well.
The first step, it's not going to tell you. Doesn't matter where you go, it's the first step. This is the most goof off one you can have.
Dr. C, you've been wonderful. We appreciate all your help and working with the kids and their essays and guidance and the YouTube videos that you put out and such. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I remember it's been almost nearly a year since we had our first phone conversation, and then I met Hunter, and then Hunter went on to really take advantage of Dream College Academy in addition to College Essay Bootcamp. So good for you.
His younger brother Spencer's coming up. He's finishing freshman year of high school.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, guys, hang tight. I'm going to do the wrap up and then we'll all wave goodbye. Okay? Hang on.
Thank you.
I mean, don't you just love the story of the soursop plant? I still remember that essay. It's like one of my favorites from last year. So if this episode has in any way fueled your confidence or helped build your dreams, please share this episode with 3 people in the next 30 minutes. I can't believe it. All right, we're super proud of Hunter, but again, for parents, please join us on our Facebook group, Destination University. I say that because it's a great community. Everyone there has college-bound teens, and I pop in there and I give you sort of the behind-the-scenes truth. If you want to learn a little bit more, it's never too early to get started on learning strategies and getting resources and also understanding the entire process, because it can be overwhelming. So I'll pop that link in the comments below and you can follow that video tutorial. Follow us this entire month of April 2021. This is our 30 Teens, 30 Dreams. We're on Facebook, on IGTV, and this will later be posted on YouTube as well in June. Tomorrow, we continue our 30 Teens, 30 Dreams, and you're going to meet Jaylin. Jaylin is from Texas, and as I mentioned a little bit earlier, she is a Girl Scout Gold Award. She's a children's book author, and she's also pre-vet. So you're going to meet her, and you're just going to see, I just fell in love with her as well. So there you go. I had my Eagle Scout and my Girl Scout Gold Award back to back. That was no accident. I want to thank the team. It's been a great April, and it takes a village to make all of this happen. So thank you, team, for all the behind the scenes work. Okay, family, unmute yourself and we'll have a little utter chaos. So great, so great. Congratulations. So proud of you, Hunter. So proud. And that soursop plant essay is going in the packet as a sample essay for next year. So there you go. All right.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye now.